on that rap Tourette's right now. Love for you guys for rocking and rolling with your boy. We're going to get it in, and we ain't even going to lie today. We're going to just go to where we know where we're going. We're going where Stephen A. Smith is telling NBC what to do with Tony Romo, we got to do that. We got to also talk about Kawhi Leonard and Steve Ballmer and my Los Angeles Clippers. We at it again. Some cap circumvention. Yeah, we ain't talking about nothing else but them trying to get away, allegedly, on the side of some deals to get that going. Okay. We're going to talk about, we got to get into this. The transgender Gabby Williams welcoming a trans athlete into the WNBA. She wants to. First of all, I'm a big fan of hers. UConn girl, right? Oh, I love Gabby Williams. But she stepped in it because now we have two men, former NBA players, Enes Kanter and Royce White, declaring themselves eligible for the WNBA. How do you do that? You identify as a woman, transgender. It's going down. Wait till y'all see these clips. And Football Night in America, I'm going to talk about Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel. Yeah, that sounds like a great show to me. That's enough. God dang it, Wiley. Every day I do them topics. I'll be doing that list. Y'all know I ain't doing half of that stuff. I'm just here to tell you I'm long-winded, baby. I'm long-winded. That's what she said. All right, love to y'all. How y'all feeling out there? I know I'm feeling good. I'm trying to get today I got Itty Bitty's got games today, so we got to go out there and watch some basketball. I am about to go try and get my hike in, a daily hike. I'm that guy right now. Boy, I'm divorced like a mug. I'm working out again. Nah, I got it. The hike is the best. Yo, I used to go to Runyon Canyon all the time until it became the Hollywood hike, and everybody and their mama starts showing up, and there's too many Instagrammers. But more than that is far. It's just too far for me. But now, shoot, I found me a thrill on top of this hill. And I'll be getting it. I'll be getting it out there, boy. I love it. Love it. All right, let's get into the show. Shut up, Wiley. Let's talk about Stephen A. Smith. What are you going to tell NBC? You don't work at NBC. How you going to tell NBC what to do? You're like, don't worry about that. All right. What the hell? Is that me on me? Oh, no. I can't do me on me. I did me on me. Don't do that. All right. Let's get into Stephen A. Oh, that's why. I'm like, what am I doing? There's a lot of Stephen A. topics out there. Once again, he mad getting used for clickbait. That's what they doing. Awful announcing. It's awful announcing fault. I ain't lying. Every other story is Stephen A. Smith. Golly. Y'all think I'm obsessed with his ass. It's awful announcing. This is insane. All right, let's get into it as we, once again, awful announcing. Stephen A. Smith, we got to read, y'all. I know y'all ignorant. Your third grade PS 127 going, don't want to read. We're going to read right now. Stephen A. Smith hoping for Tony Romo return to CBS. People make mistakes. Oh, we know that. He's been a good dude. He's always been a good dude, and nobody's perfect. Okay, not the best quote, because it's not about being a good dude. We're going to talk about this thing right here. First of all, let me get it out the way. Tony Romo needs to be back on TV. What the hell? First of all, we need to separate church and state, okay? The guy got an OWI. First of all, no one heard of an OWI until that day, unless you lived in Wisconsin. Now, after that, you're like, yo, you can't be driving inebriated. You can't be driving drunk, whatever you were, because Tony Romo didn't take the breathalyzer. He didn't do I don't know his toxicology, so whatever. But the thing is, I am never watching TV looking at whoever's announcing a football game. Like, let's kind of keep it where it is, lowbrow. It ain't that highbrow. You know what I mean? He ain't got a PhD in trying to, I don't know, save the world with a vaccination. I plead the fifth. So the whole point is, it ain't that deep. And the guy made a mistake. He obviously, look, if you get caught, that means you probably done it more than once. You know, we get it. Now, I guarantee you, car service, Uber, whatever the hell, Tony Romo is fixed, okay? You going to throw away the man's livelihood? You gonna sidetrack it, detour it? He did it, but are you going to give him those consequences? Grace and mercy is what I'm thinking about. Make sure I tell y'all this story of my biggest grace and mercy. I got to tell you, it was my high school senior year. I'm going to write it down. I know I'm going to forget. Anyway, let's get into this. So CBS might not be rooting for a reunion with Tony Romo, but Stephen A. Smith hopes the former NFL quarterback gets back to the network in the wake of being arrested on suspicion of operating while intoxicated. Last week in Milwaukee, CBS placed Romo on leave until further notice. When you read those words, until further notice, all they doing is trying to figure out legal and financial. They could have just wrote that. We just trying to make sure he can't sue us, and we trying to make sure we ain't got to pay him. That's it. With no timetable for his return, Romo has already been replaced by J.J. Watt. Damn. In the lead NFL booth alongside Jim Nantz and Tracy Wilson. What's crazy is they already got your replacement ready, brother. Cheaper, and they think maybe it could be better or easier to work with. Or are we over you? You know how the game goes. The decision to quickly replace Romo with a button star in the booth like Watt has many wondering whether CBS is ready to move on from their lead analyst of the last 9 seasons. Stephen A. Smith, however, believes we haven't seen the last of Romo. Let me say this. The fact that they were able to move on that fast and didn't even like show a period of sorrow or, I mean, it's a big network. They know what they're doing. At the same time, you can play it off for the public's eye like, oh, such a tough decision. Oh, we don't know what to do. Oh, the season is approaching. Oh, we don't, you could, if you love Romo, you do that. You ever seen somebody like the star running back or quarterback get hurt? Is he playing this week? You know what? We got to take it day by day. We got to take it second by second. Every minute counts. We're going to go all the way up to kickoff, and we're going to figure this out. But when they don't want you, if you get hurt and they've been waiting for you to get out the way, they've been waiting to get rid of you, they've been waiting to get that money off their books, you know how they talk to you? They go like, yeah, well, it's time to turn the page. It's time to move on. It's fresh start. We're going to give Elvis the job. You know what I mean? So that's what they're doing to Romo, which tells me Romo already gone in their head. At least they trying. I think so. This is what Stephen A. Smith said on his show, his radio show. God bless him. It was a mistake to put himself in that position, but it happens from time to time. Thank God nobody was hurt or anything like that. Can't get behind the wheel of a car inebriated in any way. Can't even give that impression. That's a very, very serious transgression, and we can't minimize that. But in the same breath, he's been a good dude. He's always been a good dude, and nobody's perfect, damn it. People make mistakes, and hopefully he can move on from here and live his best life and continue to do the great work he's been doing for CBS. All right. Romo was almost certainly returned to covering the NFL future. Okay. That's a strong statement. I actually like that statement. It makes me feel good because I'm like, if you don't get the gig back at CBS, are you going to go second, third, fourth fiddle at another network and build yourself up? Or are they going to demote you and you're going to build yourself back? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, what retires athletes, and people don't really know this, is the ego. More than anything, you're going to hear them say something else, but they really saying ego. They saying stuff like, oh, the process. Oh, I was going to come back, but I just don't think I can really lock in. I don't think I could be, committed to the process. That basically means you have made a calculation. Your best ball is behind you. You still may be capable physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually to do it. You just like, it ain't worth it. Why is it not worth it? Ego. Because if you ain't got an ego, hell yeah, it's worth it to be in the NFL still, to be in the NBA still, to go out there, even if you look a hot mess, you still are there. You still one of the 450. You still one of the 1,800. But you know what? I know it because I went through it. I'm like, man, last thing I'm about to do is for this amount of money. Like if they pay you too much, then you just going to stay. You just going to milk it. But you sticking around, you're like, this ain't it, dog. This ain't it. I'm good. For this amount of money, this amount of scrutiny or shame, and I got to go put in this work, I'm good. That's what retires people. They just don't say that. All right, so whether he makes it back this season, however, remains to be seen. Can you imagine Romo got benched for a year? He ain't getting the job back J.J. Watt unless J.J. Watt sucks. He ain't getting that job back. If Romo is on air, they trying to make sure that Romo come back at a lower rate. They like, we'll bring you back. Give me that money back. If Romo was on air for the upcoming NFL season, it would have to be with CBS. And if CBS is going to welcome Romo back at any point during the upcoming NFL season, the network will have to want him back. Duh. Y'all just wasting page now right here. We almost done. What the hell you wrote? If they want him back, then they want him back. In recent years, Romo's lure as an analyst has faded. That's messed up, but it's true. With fans and media quick to criticize every mistake, over-exaggeration, and strange noise he makes in the booth. Publicly, CBS has defended Romo from the mountain criticism, but if network executives were privately turning on his performance, this arrest may have given him an outward for morals clause in his contract. Preach. Y'all know damn well all this public criticism got to him. That's what happens. That's what our world has evolved into headlines and like social media equity. whatever people feel about you in social. Are you likable or are you not? How do we know that? I don't know. Just look at his social media profiles. So they basically say you're likable or not. You get bad headlines. Oh, that's not good. However, he could become polarizing. However, he could become infamous. However, he can redeem himself and then become bigger than ever. Be real. You know what's crazy? I was thinking about this because obviously I got bad headlines right now. Been having them for a few years. But Snoop has had bad headlines. Snoop has had bad situations. Snoop was in court facing a murder conviction. Remember that? Remember that? I mean, some people might be not. I don't know. Some of y'all may be young. He was about to go up. They about to send him upstate. He done had some bad headlines too with ladies and stuff before. Who's bigger than Snoop right now? Mr. Beast? So the point is you can redeem yourself, dog. Nothing can stop you unless you stop yourself. That's how the world, at least that's my mentality. So I've seen it happen, and he ain't the only one. But Snoop is the best example of like, yeah, okay. Don't trip, Crip. Don't trip, Crip. As irresponsible as driving under the influence is, CBS will be more willing to overlook the rest if they wanted to keep Romo as their long-term lead analyst. Hell yeah, you know that. But if CBS was starting to wonder, well, whether Romo is still their best option as a lead analyst, then they're investigating the ability to move on while blaming something other than his performance. Oh, it's a dirty game out there. It's a crazy, messed up world. It's a doggy dog world. It's a doggy dog world. Hey, well, if you give me 10, then I'm all 10. Oh, man, I got my Tourette's. This is what happens. Romo is not coming back. I don't think so. There's I always talk about the ego. I was just talking about the ego. I want to talk about the ego of an analyst, the ego of an athlete. That's Tony Romo, athlete to analyst, and the ego of his bosses. They're not the same. The athlete ego is superior to all egos that walk this planet. Trust me. It's only rivaled by like a Fortune 500, Fortune 100 CEO. That's the only other ego that's strong because you built it. You got it. When you say get it from the mud, every athlete gets it from the mud, whether he's rich growing up or not. Whether it's Steph Curry, whose dad already played, Peyton Manning, his dad already played, they already got $5, doesn't matter. Or you broke, you from the hood, you know what I mean? You Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco or something like that, you know, like me. Doesn't matter. We all get to that ego where it's like, I built something. I earned something. Shut up. Like you walk around, you ain't even got a flex because you already feel better. Flex on who? Dog, you know what I've done with these hands that were given nothing? I made something. Look at me. And then I am so skilled, my skill will move another man against his will all day, every day. 3 hours on Sunday. What? Who else got that kind of mindset and ego? And like, don't mess with me, dog. CEOs, people who are bosses, execs, like big time. You know why? Not the one who's just moving up the ladder and hoping and hoping and hoping. But like somebody, this is mine. I'm the one. Came in here, executive VP. Now I'm the CEO chairman. You want to know how they act? They're looking like you like, yeah. You know how the athletes look on when they get an interview? They be like, yeah, whatever, dog, whatever. That's how they are, like, whatever, dog. We give Romo the money. A few years ago, give him 5 years, 10 years, 180. Give it to him. Damn, ooh, earthquake. Stop playing, Wiley. 10 years, 180. Give it to him. And then now, I don't know about him. I've been hearing bad stuff about him. A couple of my friends don't like him. My daughter said he's not as good. Let me check his social real quick. Oh, people killing him. Well, they kill everybody on social. Point being, I think they move on because they're not stuck to anything, right? Just like an athlete could switch teams, just like an athlete could get hurt and rebound. Like we are forever wrecking and buying a new one. Wreck and buy a new one. You get hurt as an athlete, you know what you're thinking? Damn, I got to start all over again while these fools going to be getting better. I'm just trying to get back to myself. You know what the team and everybody thinking? Damn, you all right, Wiley? You good? You all right? Damn, that look bad. Oh, come on, man. Hold hands. Let's pray. Wiley, you good? You good? All right. Amen. You know what they do after that? Move practice up 10 yards. Wiley, all right. Next. Somebody playing DN the next play. Ready. You know what that is. Next man up. So I'm sorry, Romo. I look, I want to lose this bet. I'll lose this bet. I love Romo. However, I think writing's on the wall. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Let me get some top fans love. It's Saturday morning. The reason I'm late today is because my social thumbnail guy, he was late. That means his ass went out last night. He woke up late. I'm like, dog, how you gonna hold the whole show up? Anyway, it is what it is. J-Mo D is in the building. Sin here is here. Number 2, my dog. What's up, baby? Nature Boy 36. TC210. What up, OG? And Money Boy Trey. There we go. I see a bunch of OGs up in there. Love it. Love it. Y'all know who ain't here. We don't care. We don't care. Let's get it in. All right, well, what other topic we got to get? Let's get to that Kawhi. It's a gang of Kawhi out here. God dang what they doing. The bigger the cap, the bigger the pilling. You got to know when dealing with the lynch mob. You got to. What? Look, I'm always innocent to proven guilty. Duh. But at first, I thought Pablo was just set tripping. I was like, Pablo, you're doing too much. Leave Kawhi and the Clippers alone. Now, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, dog. I just can't even lie. This is insane. Like, what is going on? What Pablo be finding out. And I don't know how and what and why, but we here. And damn it, this ain't good. Let's see what they talking about. All right, Pablo, go get him.
This is the approximately $100 million Halo board. It is the double-sided oval-shaped crown jewel of Steve Ballmer's Intuito. You may now recall, how Daktronics' fellow Clippers partner at the time, Aspiration, they got their name out by hiring celebrity spokespeople.
Sure.
Daktronics, by contrast, does not use public-facing celebrity spokespeople or endorsers to promote the brand at all, apparently. And as one former Daktronics employee told us in a text message,
I was told since it's B2B and not a consumer product, it didn't make sense to advertise that way.
They're the worldwide leader, arguably, in Jumbotron manufacturing.
Oh, that's dope.
But this is where I do need you to know something else. And this is something that I initially heard on the phone from the first high-level source I've been talking to for the last 11 months.
This was talked about just openly within the organization and from people working on the project that Kawhi was a spokesperson for Daktronics. And it was just the biggest thing. It was just openly joked about within people working on the project that knew about this, as it was 1,000% a way to circumvent the salary cap.
And over months of...
Oh, okay. If true, okay. I'm seeing what we got going on here. Basically, all the ancillary, all the things that are plugging into Steve Ballmer, him as an entity, what's he worth? A few $100 billion. So all things plugging into him, specifically Clippers, specifically Intuit Dome, all those vendors, all those brands, all that marketing, all those endorsements, we got to start patting pockets, because what it sounds like is Uncle Dennis, Steve Ballmer, somebody high level was like, give Kawhi a base salary, whatever you can give him, or whatever we gonna agree to, but we gonna fluff that up. And we know how to fluff that up. It's the same model that we run on YouTube and independent media. I'm gonna do videos, they're gonna do numbers, they're gonna give me some ad dollars from YouTube, Google AdSense, thank you. But that ain't where the real money at. I don't care who you are. It's way more money having a brand or someone associated with you. So I think that's what the play is. And I can't lie. You know me. I'm thinking of ways to try and defend this, but I'm feeling like, yo, this is tough to defend.
Vetting the second high-level Clippers source, a former official, they also independently confirmed something else, which is that this Kawhi deal was not only talked about by fellow higher-ups at the Clippers and Daktronics as a way to circumvent the NBA salary cap.
Quote, I know Kawhi had a sponsorship with Daktronics, unquote.
This second source was also told that Kawhi's Daktronics sponsorship was a multi-million-dollar deal. As my first source separately explained, on tape.
People at Daktronics, people within the Clippers organization themselves had told me about this multi-million-dollar deal with Kawhi and Daktronics. They're not a company that you would see a celebrity endorser for, and then it wasn't coming out of their end, that the Clippers were technically kind of funding it, and that it was funneling money from the Clippers through Daktronics back to Kawhi.
You know how many
Okay. Let's be careful here. Be careful. This is why there's 3 sides to every story, and I always tell at least 2 of them. Look, I don't need a celebrity endorser, is what everyone keeps saying about Daktronics. Okay. But if you hire one, doesn't mean you still can't utilize him, right? Like they're trying to disqualify and make this notion, disqualify Kawhi Leonard for doing it on the up and up. It has to be something bad. It has to be something unethical. It has to be something illegal. Why? Because they don't get celebrity endorsers. That ain't the only reason you get to hire a ambassador for your brand. People hire ambassadors sometimes just because they have a huge email base. Sometimes you do it because of the reach. Sometimes you do it because of the box it checks in terms of demo. Matter of fact, I was on the phone yesterday. I'm not going to say his name because he just got a deal. He got a deal with a big company in the South. He flew down to Nashville, came back. We chopping it up on the phone. I said, how'd that deal go? Got it. He said, man, I went to the headquarters, walked around. It's a black dude. He said, I walked around. I was the only black dude there. So what I do in content, plus me being the only black guy, got me the deal. He said, I ain't even stupid. They ain't stupid. They need some representation. That's what he said. And I was like, all right. I mean, what's new? Like, how many times you watch a commercial? It's a Target commercial. What do they always do? They got a girl and they got a boy. Then they got a black one, they got a white one, they got an Asian one, they got and they always just kumbaya at the end of the Target commercial. You think that's just like, the 5 best actors? So I don't like this whole disqualification based off of, well, if he's a celebrity and they don't like celebrities, they don't need celebrities, why they got him? But I understand there's circumstantial evidence that is mounting. I have gotten deals. I've been a part of deals. I've seen people get deals. And no lie to y'all, they don't do nothing. Whether it's bad marketing on their side, whether it's just, they're unorganized, or they just wanted you so that they can say they are in partnership with you to get more money. Right? Now, I am reaching. Trust me, I know I'm reaching. But it's only a reach, but I can grasp it because I've actually been a part of that. I've actually done that. Marcellus, we want you to endorse us. Cool. What do you want me to do? Okay, every quarter we're gonna have like a tournament, a pickleball tournament. Great, let's do it. They don't put no tournament together ever. I'm just getting a check and a free pickleball paddle. They ain't did. That's on them. So a little bit of this to a lot of this could be on them, not Kawhi. See? Defense. The defense rests.
Teams they work with, how many stadiums? They had their pick of the litter, and they went with Kawhi Leonard, who then never does anything. They don't even put out a press release.
Look, in fairness, maybe Daktronics would claim that there were private, secret things, the things behind closed doors. And because of that possibility, late last month, Sam Koppelman of Hunter Brick Media reached out to Daktronics directly.
I got an email from someone who seemed to be a PR person, a marketing person at Daktronics. He then writes back to say, you know what? I'm not going to call you, but let me introduce you to our VP. But that person was actually the general counsel of Daktronics. As soon as I mentioned the name Kawhi Leonard, I didn't hear back directly from Daktronics, but within 30 minutes, I got an email from someone from the domain name gfbunting.com.
And so for this crisis comms guy to call back and say,
quote, my understanding is Daktronics doesn't have a deal with Kawhi right now.
Another possible answer, by the way, might have been,
I don't know what you're talking about. But that's not the answer I got from these professional crisis comms strategists.
Okay, one thing I want to point out. I know this is like gold. There's a pot of gold at the end of this rainbow for Pablo Torre by doing these things. And I get it. Investigative reporting, calling people out, catching people doing the wrong thing. I get it. I respect that level of journalism. I really do. I respect it. I don't like it. You know why I don't like it? Not because of Pablo, because of the other guy just now. Like, there's a giggle. There's always this little chuckle, this little giggle that I've seen from reporters, especially when they catch somebody slipping or doing wrong or dirty. Why? Beat it up in the comments. I'm serious. Like, as soon as I see that, I'm like, it's one thing. It's like seeing a police officer and you know he gonna arrest somebody, but he giggling, he laughing, he pumped. Like, why are you? That ain't good what they are doing, and it's not good that we are now knowing it, but it is actually good because now we have caught them. But none of this is funny because somebody's lives are being ruined. But at the same time, we're being accountable. I get the contrast, but why the chuckle? Like, you seeing somebody about to go down and you like almost laughing at their misery that's coming. It's kind of weird to me. Anyway, beat up in the comments.
When I followed up on it, what he said was, quote, "I don't know what the company wants to say or can say, given the Wachtell investigation and all that."
Do you know how locked in you have to be for the name Wachtell to come? I mean, not like the investigation.
Not the NBA
or that
investigation.
Wachtell.
Yeah.
He knew the name of the firm.
Almost like you listen to podcasts about it.
Good job. All right, pat yourself on the back. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're not done with this topic. Well, the Wachtell investigation, well, maybe he even knows about it because he's general counsel or he's associated with him, and he's up in there having to do 1,000 emails to Wachtell. Like, let's not always think we're the star of everybody's movie. We're the star of our own movie. Like, I wouldn't know what Wachtell was if I'm general counsel and I'm taking in all this water about this damn Kawhi Leonard money. I know what Wachtell was. All right, let's keep going. We got Stephen A. Smith talking about it too. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, this is not gonna be good. I know he's gonna go heavy. Kick him out the league. I know I can hear it right now. Let's go.
And I guess we're supposed to applaud him for that. This is the same dude that blackmailed the Clippers. This is the same dude that in July of 2019 arrived only after telling them, get Paul George or else I'm going to take my talents to the Los Angeles Lakers.
I don't see, this is why we do this show. The framing of that. Now, since we have vilified him, or at least allegedly vilified Kawhi Leonard because of this, DatDudeEntertainment, because of what happened before. What was that? Saption? I forget the name of the company with an A. Here we go. Now, Kawhi is not allowed as a star player to say, I will come if you get him. That's the point of being a star player. Everybody does that when they're the star. Are you kidding me? If you can't do that, that means you ain't a star. What are you doing? First of all, I'm demanding the contract I want, max money. Then I'm telling you who I want to be in the building. And I can tell you the coach I want. Depends on how much a star I am. Now, you can outflex yourself and try to do too much. Shaquille O'Neal, and he's going to talk about it. He wanted $150 million when Kobe was like, I want to be the man. That's why they beefed. Shaq said, if I didn't want that 150, we would have been good. I could have took a little less and we could have won 6, 7, 8 rings. Not 5, not 6, not 7, not. But now we're going to vilify a dude for telling a team what he want. That has nothing to do with it. Objection, Your Honor. Inconsequential. Sustained.
And because of that, the Clippers ended up trading about 4 or 5 picks along with Danilo Gallinari and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Objection, Your Honor. Irrelevant. Sustained. What does this got to do with this damn investigation? See, this is what I don't like about media. Since we now are thinking not positive, but a little negative on them, let's just bring up anything and see if it sticks. This got nothing to do, dog. You know what I mean? Teams done traded away players. Oops, that was a bad trade. It happens. What does a bad trade have to do with them doing some bad, dirty work business? Bring it home, though. I respect Stephen A. I know he's going to bring it home.
In order to get Kawhi Leonard to come on board.
Ain't nothing.
Keep that in mind.
I am.
Keep that in mind.
I am.
These are the kind of things that you have to pay attention to when you're thinking about Kawhi Leonard. And inexplicably, for some reason, the Los Angeles Clippers still made it a point to pay him one contract after another, despite about 30-plus games missed, 30+% of his games missed during the regular season, and just as much, if not even more, during the postseason. They still haven't been to an NBA Finals.
Chill.
The conference finals that they went to against Phoenix years ago in 2021 was without him.
Damn.
Because he was hurt again.
Oh, my goodness.
And somehow, some way, he's milked the franchise for all it's worth. I have said this before, and I'll say this again. You want the definition of a masterclass? Let me tell you something. Kawhi Leonard getting paid without going to work, that brother could give lessons.
Okay. All I'm going to add to that is, damn, that's he going in. I'm going to add to that two things. One, Kawhi did have like 3 mansions in like Southern California. I was like, this dude is winning. I was like, God, he eating. And I mean, as an athlete, let me just be real. I'm like, nobody has had it kind of better than Kawhi. He doesn't have to talk if he don't want to talk. No one's expecting it. He's still very likable. Everyone loves him. And frankly, he ain't playing all them games. But let me give you the real of it. In San Antonio, Kawhi Leonard was all in. In San Antonio, what happened with him medically turned him off. In San Antonio, remember when they try to ambush him, basically? They try to bring in all the old legends and veterans and everybody talk about Kawhi, pressure him to play. Remember that? A campaign against Kawhi by his own team. Kawhi was like, dog, y'all misdiagnosed me, bro. I'm hurt. You know what he did? He signed a declaration for himself, a declaration of independence. Guess what he said? I will never step on that court again unless I'm right. And tell you the truth, every player wants to sign that. Because if you go out there and you're not right, chances are you're going to put out bad film. Bad film doesn't come back. It goes out. It stays there. It's like the internet is forever. Then your value goes down because that's not a good product. You got to think about it in those terms. Make it inanimate. Like, we are a corporation. You go out there with a bad hammy, you going 70%, you getting used and abused and served like hell because one day you was in the cell. Stop, that was too much. You get used and abused, and then guess what? They start saying, suffers from lateral movement, quickness questionable. Next thing you know, you got some scouts saying, I don't know if he all that. I don't think he's a top 10 player anymore. Because he out there trying to struggle bus through his bad hammy. That's what happened to, what's my boy name that was in the finals that played? De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox was hurt. High ankle sprain. Bruh, high ankle sprain? You might as well break my leg. A high ankle sprain? Break my leg first. It hurts. You can't move. From your foot to your knee is just concrete. Just like, yeah. It ain't got no elasticity. It ain't moving. It ain't flexing. It's a, yeah. He going out there trying to play struggle bus. He had some good games in the finals, but the point is he had some bad moments. I'm certain maybe some of those moments wouldn't have been there if he were healthy. And now look at everybody looking at De'Aaron Fox. He going to get $228 million in the next 4 years? He suck. Just because he tried to play through injury. So Kawhi signed on. I'm never doing that. Plus, knowing Kawhi this much, we both from Compton, but knowing him this much and knowing his wife, dog, he hurt. Like his knee, he'll wake up, his knee just say, ah. So, what you supposed to do?
He could give lessons. He's spectacular with that stuff. He's spectacular. He's so good at it, I want to get lessons from him my damn self. And I like working. But my God, the time this man gets off, and then to turn around and to still get paid and to still get one new contract after another, that's bad enough. But then when you hear that you got deals on the side that allow the salary cap to be circumvented, ladies and gentlemen, that's the big story here. Because guess what it means?
Oh, we finally get there?
If it started with him, or it have happened with him.
Thank you.
Chances are it didn't start with him.
No, we know.
Chances are something's going.
Yeah, not chances. It happened. Steve Ballmer got in trouble in 2015. We know that. Don't do this. You know, the homework is out there. Read it up. Yeah. Kawhi has been in it before. Kawhi has been there before. Educate him, Pablo. Life of Pablo. Let's go.
Let's encapsulate all of this. Bottom line is this: if this is true, and obviously there appears to be no reason to doubt it, excellent reporting on your part, Pablo. Bottom line is this: if you're the NBA, you vaporize the contract of Kawhi Leonard, and in the same breath, not only do you do that, but you suspend him. You suspend him, and you don't allow him to play for the next year. You confiscate draft picks from the Clippers, but you also suspend Steve Ballmer from appearing at games. I can't imagine Adam Silver going that far, but this may call for that because you know what everybody's going to think.
What?
If this stuff is true, people are going to say Kawhi Leonard this is who it happened for. There's no way this has happened for a bevy of players around the NBA. You know that's what's next. You know that, right, Pablo? Let's. Yes,
we do know that. We do know. Can you stop talking to me like that? Okay. We know that, Stephen A. We know that. Don't do that. We know that. Let me say this. No, let me say this before I share some more. Let me say this. I got to talk to you recklessly. Like, I got to take off all the journalistic hat that I wear, the little I wear. I got to just be reckless right now. This is just conjecture, okay? So don't hold me to it. But this is something I'm thinking. So if I'm thinking it, I'm going to share it with y'all. That's how we roll. That's how we rock. Man, we already know how this go. Everybody doing this on different levels, depends on who you are. Okay? Why? Because simply the athletes and the owners still have a relationship. This comes from, look, I am an owner with billions of dollars. Steve Ballmer got the most. He got more than I think they said all the other owners combined or something crazy. He's worth more than 12 franchises put together. Something crazy. So Steve Ballmer like, we don't want to go to war, do we? Do we? Do I have to cash in some of this Microsoft stock on your head? So Steve Ballmer sitting there like, everybody doing this. Like, he new to the game. He a younger owner in terms of how many years he been there, what, 10, 15, whatever it is. Some of these dudes been there forever. He like, okay, what y'all doing? How y'all get these dudes? How y'all, with the cap, now turning into a hard cap, second apron, all this stuff, these new terms they making up. How we get these dudes? The owners by themselves, when they chilling on their yachts, they like, yo, this is what you got to do. You got to give them what you can give them and then give them a little more to make sure you win. Because you got to think about it. Everyone's getting a max deal that's good. So how you going to separate yourself? Well, where your city is, where you're located, how good your team is. But I'm not going to lie to y'all. Players don't give that much a damn about that. We do. If it's a tie, I go to you. But it ain't that deep because that money, life is a sandwich. No matter how you flip it, the bread comes first. Talking about how hot it is. Oh, it's pretty girls down there. Oh, man, you can't beat where we are. Yeah, I can. Somewhere else they're paying me more. I could beat it every time. Anyway, I'm going to be reckless. Since they all doing it, we all get max deals. So we got to separate ourselves. How you get a deal under the table that's greater than everybody else. And this is unreported. So I can go. Ain't no salary cap on top of my dollars. That was one of my best rap Tourette's right there. Ain't no salary cap on top of my dollars. Under the table, unreported, go to war. And Steve Ballmer like, nobody could go to war under the table like me, allegedly. He just started doing this. Who put that microwave in that suite? What's that company? What's that? Oh, what does that say? Okay. Get him a deal. Hey, Uncle Dennis, come here. who put this chair here? What's this? What's this, IKEA? Give him a deal. He just walking around wherever he see a brand. What's that, Sony? Is that a Sony CD player? CD player. Give him a deal. Like, they've been doing that in college. They do that in high school. I got recruited to go to high school. I told you, coach came up to me, bought me some chili cheese Fritos and a tiki punch. I was like in the 6th grade. I was scoring 5 touchdowns a game. There go Wiley at the snack stand. Got my fork in my chili cheese Fritos, didn't pay for them. That's how it started for me. My first NIL deal was some chili cheese Fritos and some tiki punch. And it kept going from there, kept going up, all the way up. They always offering you something because they got to stick out. They know you got 5 recruiting visits, right? So, you know, in college, hey, here's your per diem for while you're on your recruiting trip, $200. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. You're in high school, you broke. Thank you. Then you go out with some dude who got $200 to take care of you. Then he got a homeboy that got $200 just to make sure y'all have a great time. Then we got to make sure when you get back home, you good, right? Man, don't mess with me, y'all. I'm not making excuses. I'm just trying to tell you this happens. And I think the reason it's delayed in its investigation and how far they're going is because, one, Steve Ballmer is not the one to be first. If anybody going to get outed on this, it should not be Steve Ballmer because he got the most resources. So even if the NBA is a partner, like, yo, you one of our owners, you not the one we want to piss off. Y'all all billionaires. You ain't the one, no, we want to make mad. And 2, if Steve goes down, he going to grab whatever around him, I guarantee. He going to be like, hey, look, I'm just going to tell you, Adam. That's how that goes. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me know what you think. I think there's some more on that topic, but I think I've exhausted it. I've had 3 rap Tourette's on it. That's enough. That was good. That was good, rap Tourette's. That boy good. Good and terrible. Let's get into, we got 2 more topics. We're going to go into, oh my God, I can't believe this. What is going on? We got to do this. We just got to do it. Beat up the comments. I'm going to give some love to you guys. This is unreal. We got to go to Gabby Williams. We got to do that. We got to do a trans conversation. First, let's give her some respect and let her say what she's saying. Oh, college is a mug. College is amazing. Like, I remember going to college and people's minds just shift in college. Like, it's a bad cocktail of, oh, you're independent now, so that makes you think you're grown, but you really don't know a lot, including me. So it's like a weird space to hear someone in college talk about life. I remember I had one of the worst arguments ever. It felt yucky because I was talking to my boy's niece, and she was in college, and she was breaking down like just social issues. And I'm sitting there, and I didn't want to get into the conversation. I was like, this sounds like a little infant, like an infant conversation compared to real life experiences, and then being able to judge that and having obviously some knowledge and some scholarly knowledge. So I'm sitting there like, all you giving me is regurgitations, textbooks. I was like, can you integrate deeper messaging? Like, can you give me some experiences? Can you actually live those things through? Can we reverse engineer this? Do you think what you're saying actually has worked? Man. Anyway, I only say that because we about to go there. This is going to sound a little, it's going to sound like that a little bit, but I love her. She yoked up. Let's go.
I think it's trans rights now is our new battle. That's what I think I was saying, that like the battles have changed. You know, like our intentions have been the same, but now the environment has changed. We see trans people's rights being, you know, stripped away from them. There's a lot of discourse around trans athletes and what they can compete in. I would welcome a trans athlete on my team or against my team anytime. I don't think it's a problem in the world. It's just another way to kind of attack trans people. You know, we've seen players like Lasia Clarendon who stepped into that forefront and have been brave enough and courageous enough to kind of step up. So I guess that's the next battle that we have to fight as athletes. I think it's trans.
Okay. A lot of choice words there. Brave, courageous, attack. I'm very, very well versed in this discourse around, it's almost like a social media rhetoric, vocabulary list, gaslighting, these words that, I mean, they've always existed, but they're really choice words of those who really want to drive home a point when, frankly, I don't think the point makes itself well enough. So when you know that the point ain't going to do it, you do it for the point. You get it? Wonder not enough. This is a battle? You said a battle? What do you mean a battle? Who are you fighting? Who are you fighting against? Who said no to what you're saying? Because first, this has not been introduced properly to the WNBA. What's happening is some propaganda, some messaging, but this hasn't been a serious conversation. I hate when people act like, oh, we got to do all this and this. I'm like, do what? You haven't even started yet. Had someone trans try to get in the WNBA and y'all said no? No. So what battle are we talking about? There's no opposition. You just created this in your head. You just, well, I think they would say no, or I think they would say yes. Well, won't you stop thinking and start finding out? So you wanted to create your own little straw man argument? Guess what happened? Some straw men showed up. It's crazy. The straws are out. The straws come out at night. So now, this all comes from things like this. Look, I mean, this is so typical. It's such a collegiate. Okay. So now the battle has shifted a little bit. We don't went from, am I frozen? Golly. Oh, man, they got me frozen up here. Oh, man. Oh, I'm over here dropping jewels, too. God, dog. Y'all got to see this shirt. Oh. All right, let me see. If not, I'm going hiking. I ain't messing with y'all today. Oh, I see it. Oh, did that go up? If that goes up, y'all be delayed, so I'm watching it in delay. If y'all go up, y'all see that, I'll keep going. I don't care if I'm frozen or not. Oh, it didn't go up. Oh, yeah, it did. All right, we're doing it. Forget it. Forget me. Forget me. The show is about it, not me. Okay, good. I'm going to show y'all this shirt. So the battle shifted, right? Look at the battle now. The battle has shifted. Oh, first of all, I got to take this off. I don't want to look like that. That ain't cute. That ain't cute. It's okay. And then I'm going to turn my video off so I don't look like a nut. There you go. Okay. This is a new show. New show alert. Y'all mad? Y'all like, I like Wiley. I like seeing him. I know. I like seeing y'all too. Okay, here we go. Just to make the show work. Just to make the show work. No. What? I thought we were just fighting trans battles. Now it's black trans battles. Of course. Identity politics at its best. Black, so white ones don't matter, huh? Okay, never mind. Let me stop. Look, you know what I love about doing this show and I love about y'all and us? You know how many thousands and billions of people come up to me and be like, dog, just keep going. They're like, we never see somebody just say it like it is. Dog, it's because I'm compelled to do that. I was raised that way. We don't pull no punches. I don't give a damn what you rooting for. I don't care if you even think I'm a part of it. I don't want no BS. Now it's black trans lives matter. Okay. And then you got a white person behind you with the shirt on. Oh my God, the identity crisis of this damn picture right here. What? We ain't even got a trans problem in the WNBA. Yes, in society at large, yes, I think there's a lot of things being misconstrued, a lot of issues, because everyone's dancing around it. Everyone's dancing around what there really is. You know damn well you got a problem with little kids saying they want to change their gender, but you don't want to legislate that. You don't want to really empower that message because you're being inclusive. Go ahead. You're going to include everything but common sense. Go ahead. Boy, when I was a kid, I wanted to be Flash. And then after I wanted to be Flash, I wanted to be the Incredible Hulk. I actually still want to be the Incredible Hulk. I went last night and saw Spider-Man again the second time. Incredible Hulk was amazing in that. Here's the thing I want y'all to see, though. Let's get into it. Let's get into it for real. This is just a prelude. Oh, y'all thought I was playing. Oh, these dudes are going in. These dudes are going in. You want to play this game? We're going to play it. Not good. It's not going to be pretty. So Enes Kanter says, oh, you got a trans problem in the WNBA, which you really don't have yet? Let me give you one. Hold my beer. Let's go.
After careful consideration and reviewing the current eligibility guidelines, I am officially declaring myself a WNBA prospect. If simply declaring who you are is all that's required, then I meet every single requirement necessary to compete in the WNBA. My team and I have carefully examined the WNBA's eligibility criteria and governing framework surrounding self-identification and inclusion. Based on the current guidelines, I can and am officially declaring my eligibility for the upcoming WNBA draft in May 2027. I am definitely not here to mock, make fun of, or disrespect any community or personal choices. I am simply asking that the current rules be applied equally to everyone. The rules that represent the very values many WNBA players and coaches have publicly advocated for. My team and I are prepared to ensure these guidelines are applied equally, consistently, and without exception. And I look forward to the WNBA honoring its stated principles. See you at training camp.
Oh my gosh. Woo! Oh, I wish I could see y'all right now. Y'all know I do. Oh, let me stop. Let me stay in this. Y'all know I do. Because my grandma had a phrase she used to always say, and I know it's early, and I know on this show I don't curse, but I do make exceptions. Every rule has exceptions. That's why they made a rule. She used to say, play pussy, get fucked. She used to say that all the time. That basically meant, play with that fire if you want. Watch your ass get burned. But she changed it. Play poo-poo, get foom-foomed. Y'all want to play games? Let's play. So now that took off. And now we have something else coming from it. You thought that was bad. You thought that was bad. Imagine him in the WNBA, first of all. Good Lord. You think that was bad? Wait till you see this. They in trouble. Because now, what you going to do? You going to discriminate? You got to let them in. Oh, this is gangster.
Oh, earlier this week, I made the announcement. I'm transgender. I'm a woman. I identify as sometimes identifying as a woman for purposes of basketball, professional basketball. So I'll be declaring for the WNBA draft in 2027 as well. I mean, I think I'd be unstoppable. But I'm a team first guy. I'm a pass first kind of player. I do the little things. I led my team in all 5 major stat categories at Iowa State University. So I do a little bit of everything. I'll do whatever the coach needs me to do. I'll do whatever the girls need me to do.
Mm-hmm. All kidding aside, what is the reason for your decision to declare for the WNBA draft?
No, I think it's only fair. I see other great minds, other great athlete, political minds like Enes Kanter. Great minds think alike, and it's only fair that some of us get a shot to play in the Women's Association. I think.
See, this is called calling your bluff. This is called, okay, if you're not pandering, I'm in the WNBA draft. If you are pandering, then you're going to say, pander or not, we are calling bluffs.
I think I'd be a great fit. I still have low mileage as a player. And I got the natural fair skin and the nice, thick eyelashes and whatnot. I haven't broken out my wigs yet, but I'm looking into some good ones. I don't know much about the wigs, but I'm looking into some. And I just hope that the bangs on the wig don't get into my eyesight so I can play like I need to play.
Get back on top.
What would stop you from declaring for the WNBA draft?
Emission.
I think the WNBA could come out and make a definitive statement about guys with a pair of balls playing in the Women's Association. But hey, that'd be probably too much like right. So.
And unless they do that, you're very certain you're going to be declaring, right?
Oh no, I'm declaring. Yeah, no, and I don't want to be discriminated against. No, I want fair treatment. I'm a black, I'm a young black, hopefully United States Senator,
that would like a fair chance to participate as a sometimes identifying as a transgender woman athlete.
And this is why one of the things I hate the most in this world is pandering, because you will get called out on it. And look, don't tell me that your intentions are one thing and they're not. Don't tell me that you believe in this inclusion and you really don't, because now you're going to get tested on it. And this is, when pandering really start in my world, ramping up, like, let's say 10 years ago, 5 years ago, I was like, yo, this is not going to end well. They are lying to everybody. You don't give two damns about people, because human beings are wired not to be thinking about the group. We have to defend ourselves from the group by being individuals. The individuality is being lost. Individualism is being lost. And they want to do that because they don't want you to be thinking for yourself and figuring this thing out called life. I was like, oh, this is bad. Stop rubbing baby oil on people's heads and saying, oh, I love you. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't got no love, because as soon as you get tested on that love, I give you one, the political one that they always run. We care about the hood, the community, the people. No, you don't. Because look at the resources that we have for just a defense missile. Like $2 billion. It's a $2 billion aircraft we got, and we got more than one. And then you were like, well, why don't you give $2 billion to all the neighborhoods? No, we'll give you $500 million. It's just about allocation of resources. So stop looking for saviors, and they lie. So now I'm not sure if the WNBA is lying. We're gonna find out, though. We're gonna find out if they've been pandering.
How do you think the women players in the WNBA will feel about this?
Well, I think they're going to have nightmares, as they should. Yeah, I mean, I'm 260 pounds, 265 pounds, 6'8", can palm a man's basketball probably as easily as any player in history. I think I had the third biggest hands in the modern NBA draft combine in history of the modern NBA draft combine. So,
all right, I got a joke here. I don't think all them girls gonna be mad at you. Hey, you got them big hands? Okay, girl.
Yeah, I'm sure that the women's basketball is going to fare even easier to palm, which is a huge advantage. We saw that with Michael Jordan and other great players. So they're going to have nightmares, and they should, because I really feel like I'm going to be dominant.
If you make it to the WNBA, you plan to use the women's locker room and all that with them?
I mean, of course. I mean, I don't want to be discriminated against. I mean, come on. Why wouldn't I use the women's locker room? I mean, I grew up playing basketball since I was about 5 years old, and a lot of women in my family. My little sister is a collegiate basketball player, D1 collegiate basketball player, and I've grown up knowing a lot of girls and women's basketball players. The great Nancy Lieberman was one of my coaches, Lady Magic over in the Big Three, and I have great respect for the skill of women's basketball. And even at the girls' level in high school, you see that the girls have to play a much more skilled game because they don't have some of the physical God-given abilities or natural physical abilities as the men. So I have great respect for the women's game, but there's a significant difference between biological men and women, and I think we've blurred that line, like we've blurred many other lines unnecessarily.
It ain't blurry over here. I mean, I don't give a damn. And you can't call me no bigot or nothing crazy. You just call me smart or call you dumb. Like, I'm not going there. I'm not even entertaining it. It's not even like stop. I have a sister. I have 2 sisters. I have 3 daughters. Man, will you leave me alone? I'm over here hiking right now. Barely can get up the hill. But don't put me against, my. Don't do it.
And I plan to exploit that for my economic and athletic benefit.
You mentioned the other players are going to have nightmares about you. Is there any player in the WNBA that you think could match up well with you?
No.
No.
Maybe Enos. Maybe me and Enos should play on the same team. That'd be good. We the Twin
cold.
Towers, right?
That's cold.
We think alike. We both criticized China and the Uyghur Muslims. We both almost went to Kentucky. He went to Kentucky, ended up getting drafted without playing. I was set to go to Kentucky. I ended up at Iowa State, but maybe this is the how it was supposed to all play out. Me and Enos Cantor running off about 5-6 WNBA championships.
Man, look, he just skipped over every woman in the WNBA. I thought he was gonna at least say Aja Wilson. He didn't even say her. He like, nope, nobody. And I beat up in the comments. Who can? Who's the best? I mean, I don't know.
Did Enos inspire you to make this decision, or did you already have the idea?
I think I was first. I think his must have been today or yesterday. I was about 3 days ago. But great minds think alike. Great minds think alike. There's no time limit on these things. When great ideas and great opportunities pop up like this, you just got to jump on them and ride them all the way.
What did I tell you about the cheeks of people? See his cheeks? He in on it. This is why I tell you. This is why I know from acting class that I only took once. This is why I'm not a good actor, because I keep these cheeks because I'm in on the act. I got to act. I'm in on the act. I'm supposed to just be acting. He is cracking me up because he like, y'all want to play games? As grandma say, play poo-poo. We're going to get foo-foo.
What happens if you go undrafted, no one signs you, though?
Oh, well, then I have to file a discrimination lawsuit, right? I mean, that's ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to have a huge legal battle about discrimination if I can't play.
Ooh, that's real.
I'd like to know what the parameters are. What exactly are the specifics? What criteria do I need to meet in order to be able to play exactly? I mean, is it just a wig? Do I have to cut my beard? Does my voice have to get a little bit lighter?
None of that.
Do I have to do this snip? I'd like to know the specifics of the criteria, and I hope they'd be able to defend it in a court of law. I'm sure their pals over at the NBA front office will be giving them some legal assistance. The attorneys over there at Prokshire and Rose will be giving them some legal assistance, but put themselves in quite a pickle here.
I mean, pickle is the choice word too. Lord, Lord, Lord. All right, since you can't see me, I just want to say to y'all, how did we get here? What is going on? We're going to continue this tomorrow when I get my camera working or something again. Y'all have an amazing day today. I've never laughed with more enlightenment, and like, I am really looking forward to see how this battle ensues. Like, they're going to meet. There's going to be a conflict because they're serious. Enos and Royce, oh yeah, they serious. They about that life, that political life. And y'all, WNBA, have talked your way into this problem. I don't think you can talk your way out of it. I think you're going to have to do it through action, either legal action, or you're going to have to let them boys get on that floor and get some action in on them women. Oh, I'm not lying to you. Already guaranteed ratings. I've been telling you to lower the rim. Now you don't have to. You just put a dude in there. He going to be banging on everybody every other play. I guarantee you y'all going to have record ratings. Guarantee you. Y'all asked for it. Now you got it. Love you guys. Have an amazing day. I know I will. Get it in, man. Prayers up to everybody. Let's go to war. Wah, wah, wah.